Hey, good morning everybody, and thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Shaving with Chief. This morning I'm going to be checking out Ariana Evans NYC, which is an exclusive to the VIP members of the Shaving Shop Club and Pasteur's Pharmacy in New York. This scent is kind of described as a smoky, gritty, masculine fougere. To me, it smells very similar to Barbary Sophisticato, which is another Ariana Evans scent. It kind of smells like Barbary Sophisticato plus a little bit of green and a little bit of like a kind of a dark masculine cologne. It smells very, very good. For me, I find that a lot of Ariana Evans scents kind of smell similar to one another, but in this case, it's a plus. It's kind of like a slightly improved fougere version of Barbary Sophisticato. It is representing the Kaizen base, by the way. I think it's $20 retail, around $16 in the Shaving Shop Club. To me, it's an excellent value. So I look forward to giving that a shot this morning. The razor of choice is going to be the Cx-316L, and this is in a C+ plate, which gives me that 0.88 blade gap. And for my brush of choice, I'm going to be using my recently acquired Declaration B6 knot that's in a That Darn Rob handle, and I got this from John Shaves, who's a new YouTuber, and I'll go ahead and link his channel in the description as well. That being said, I'm gonna go ahead and wet my face and we'll get right into the shave. All right. So I was pretty excited to pick this knot up. I've been looking for a Declaration B6 for quite some time. So I'm very fortunate that John Shaves hooked me up with this knot, and he gave it to me at an absolutely incredible price. So John, thank you so much. This knot really is a beautiful, soft, dense, pillowy knot that it really feels like you have like a soft pillow on your face. You get next to no scritchiness, incredible backbone, really good flow through, and I'm just very lucky to have one. So thanks for making that possible this morning. I was kind of unsure on what I was gonna do for my shave. As I kind of woke up just in a kind of a shitty mood. No real reason why. I had a wonderful night with my girlfriend last night and I slept good, but I just woke up kind of feeling like kicking someone's ass. So hopefully today will go good at work and I won't have to, get into it with anyone. I'm gonna have to kind of sit back a little bit and not get too involved in much. But it's just one of those days. So I figure, why not wake up, use the B6, get a nice chill shaving with the carbon, experience some Kaizen and in the stint, which is very lovely. But yeah, it's I hate to say it, but really, like, a lot of Peter scents do smell similar to me, and that's not necessarily a bad thing if you like a scent, which I do. But this smells like almost identical to Barbary Sophisticato to me, just with a little bit more cologne and a slight green kind of undertone. But it does smell awesome. I think that this scent would be very popular outside of the the VIP access. So I'm kind of surprised that it's limited to that, because I do see this scent appealing to the masses. It smells very good. I do have the matching splash for this. I don't really buy matching splashes very often, unless it's a scent that I know I'm gonna like, and I've heard good things about this one. Yeah, I think we're good. But yeah, this knot is awesome. I'm unsure on whether or not I'm gonna keep it in this handle. It is a 28 millimeter, like the other Declaration B6 is offered in the Jefferson handles. So I might ask someone to make me a handle and pop that knot in there. It always takes me back how loud this razor is. The feedback on it is very, very loud, unlike anything I've ever heard. And if you're unfamiliar with the way I shave, I essentially do 2 across the grain, or I do 1 across the grain, and then 1 against the grain pass with my DEs. My neck hair grows essentially sideways, so that first pass was actually across the grain for me. Yeah, I find Kaizen to be extremely reliable. It's hard to have a bad shave with it. And it's interesting because now that I actually know how to lather, because I've been working on that quite a bit, it's a lot easier for me to use. I rarely get dry shaves with it. All right. I've been kind of enjoying my my break from buying software. I've worked up quite a pretty good collection of scents that I like from different artisans, such as APR, Noble Otter, Declaration, Ariana Evans, for example. So I mean I have essentially like 2 or 3 really solid scents that I like from my favorite artisans. And I'm gonna kind of keep it there unless there's like a really interesting new release that I want to pick up. And what I've found is it's allowed me to kind of take a step back and you know, focus on the hardware portion of the hobby, kind of get my hardware game up, and kind of you know, even focus more so on technique, because this hobby can take a lot of time away from you if you're kind of like a hard charger like me. And you know, like me, I only know 2 speeds. I know stop and go, right? So I usually get all consumed in whatever I'm doing. So kind of taking a step back from the software and just finding some stuff that I like has really benefited me these last couple of weeks. And if we're being honest, I feel like the releases, the soap releases, have really slowed down too. There really hasn't been much released. I think this 20-second load was a little bit low. But there hasn't been much released as of late, which has been actually pretty beneficial for me. There is a Barrister and Man release this Friday. That's kind of it's represented in their Soft Heart soap base, which is superior to Excelsior in my opinion. But it's supposed to be like a dark chocolatey, earthy scent. And I was talking to Ken and John about it, and I don't think I'm actually going to pick that one up. For Barrister and Man, outside of the normal Barrister and Man lineup of like Cheshire, Legrand Chupri, or however you pronounce that, Seville, I haven't really found any outside of like the standard offering lineup that I've liked. It's really been kind of just miss for me. Like I don't want to smell diamond. I don't want to smell dirt. I don't want to smell, fougere gothique, which a lot of people say smells like rotting leaves. So I don't know. I think I might just skip that one. This is a really good razor. I like the finish. I like the handle. It shaves really well. I'm actually not a huge fan of the audible feedback that it provides. It's nice. I think it's a little bit too much for me. I kind of like the quieter, heavier kind of phantom-ish experience. It's a pretty efficient razor. It's not the most efficient. It's smooth, but it also has blade feel, if that makes sense. As far as aggressiveness, there is a slight hint of aggression, but it's like more so the same type of aggression that you would find on maybe like a carved C plate, which is like minimal next to no aggression, if that makes sense. There will always be almost always be like a slight hint of that aggressive feel, depending on your razor and the angle and the head geometry. There's always like a slight bit there. I tend to feel it like on passes like this one. And that razor is so loud. Like it makes me want to check it to make sure like I assembled it properly. All right. Good shave. All right, so I'm gonna wet my face real quick and then give it a quick dry, and then I'll toss the splash on and let you know what I think of the splash. Oh, I missed a couple spots apparently. Yeah. Love me this Kaizen base. Kind of dug into my cheek there for a minute. All right. So now that I've rinsed off the majority of the soap, it's starting to grow kind of its own identity. It's getting further away from Barbary Sophisticato and becoming kind of more cologne and more masculine, which is nice. It's not it's more of like a darker, classy, clean fougere. It's very nice. I like it. And so yeah, we got the mashing splash right here. Yeah, and then this doesn't smell anything like Barbary Sophisticato. This smells like, man, almost exactly like the scent notes were described as like a smoky, gritty, masculine fougere. It's very, very nice actually. Yeah, if you're gonna buy the soap, in this instance, I would highly suggest a Splash 2. Because in my opinion, the Splash smell is more accurate to what it's actually supposed to smell like. For some reason, the soap really gives me that Barbary Sophisticato vibe. It might be the tobacco and the leather that's very common in Peter's scents. Okay, so what did I use today? I used the carbon, and this is the Cx-316L with the C plus base plate, giving me that 0.88 blade gap. Very good razor. This is very dependable. This is probably going to be my Island DE. For my soap of choice, I used Ariana Evans NYC in the Kaizen base. Now this is available to VIP members only and to pasteurs in New York City. This retails for about 16 bucks in the VIP store. Obviously, it's not available anywhere else. If you can pick it up, I would suggest it. It's a very, very nice scent. But definitely get the splash too, because then you're actually gonna get that smoky, gritty, masculine fougere scent. The other one kind of, maybe it's how it interacts with the base, but it doesn't really, in my opinion, have its own identity. And yeah, I used the Declaration B6. Thank you very much, John Shaves. This is a wonderful, wonderful knot. And I think I am going to swap out the handles on this thing, so it's what it is. But thank you all very much for tuning in this morning. I appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care.